The main project that I'm bringing to the festival is called Problem in Brighton, and it's a new musical theatre piece that's going to be on at the Old Market. It's a piece that is with a rock band and two actors who can also sing. It's a collaboration between myself and Lee Baker, who's a friend of mine, who's a visual artist but also a very talented musician as well. I just thought it was an opportunity to make something in Brighton. It was sort of my first project that's made here, the first big project outside my studio. It's an opportunity to get to work with people, to get to work with a venue. I did a version of it in New York at the beginning of last year with Lee Ronaldo from Sonic Youth and a group of sort of experimental alt-rock musicians there, which was really amazing. But that was sort of an improv noise piece, and obviously this is scripted by me and directed by me. I'm not quite sure exactly what it will be like because I haven't quite finished writing it yet. I've done a lot, I know who's going to be in it, and I've been making some musical instruments, but I haven't actually finished writing it as I'm talking to you now in the middle of February. So we'll see. I think it's going to be interesting. Life Model 2 is the second incarnation of the life model piece that I made. The first one was a male figure. This is a female figure. It's basically a giant sculpture of a life model who blinks. And effectively, it's a sculpture of somebody who's trying to keep still, which is a good thing to make an inanimate object and a sculpture of. It's presented at Fabrica in Brighton, and everybody who visits the exhibition is invited to make a drawing of the life model, and all the drawings form part of the exhibition. And so, yeah, it's a piece about drawing, it's a piece about everybody being included, it's a piece about participating and making an exhibition yourself. It's an artwork that begets other artwork, and it invites you to think about who's the artist and who's the subject. So I'm doing a talk about my work, which is something I do periodically. I show images of my work and I waffle on about it and try not to make it boring, because sometimes talks by artists are boring. So I try not to do that. In 2011, I wrote the libretto for an opera that was called Pass the Spoon. It was a collaboration between myself and Dave Fennessy and Nick Bone. Dave is a composer, Nick's a producer-director. We had it on at Tramway in Glasgow, in the Travis Theatre in Edinburgh, and at the South Bank Centre. And it was quite successful, albeit it was quite a peculiar piece. It occurred to me that it was such a strange thing that the process of making it needed to be documented. So I commissioned two documentary filmmakers, CARA CONNOLLY and Martin Clark, who are friends of mine from Glasgow, to document the process. So it's a fly-on-the-wall documentary about a peculiar project that was quite unique to me at the time. It wasn't something I'd done before. So I felt that it needed to be documented, and it's been almost 6.5 years in the making, so it'll be great to see it on the screen.